Everybody, happy Sunday. It is really crappy weather outside. I just went outside. It's actually starting to change over into snow and not looking forward to that at all. But I'm looking forward to sharing with you guys what I got yesterday in the bourbon lines. Let me know what you guys have in your glass today. Hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe, all that fun stuff that YouTube likes us to do. Let's see who we have in here. We have Kilco Whiskey Musings. Cheers to you, Kilco. After our stream, make sure you guys go jump over and tune into Kilco's channel. He's got a really great fundraiser going, and he's going to be going live at 7, so right after us. Grab my water. I was messing with the lighting, so I'm not quite situated. We have a bourbon from Whiskey Uncensored. Let's go. I did look into this YouTube handle and why the names are changed, and unfortunately, it is an update with the latest version of YouTube. So if you made the update, you have to deal with this. And if you didn't make the update, that's why everything looks great. And so I'm hoping that enough people complain to YouTube that they switch it back, because this is hard. I don't recognize you guys. Cheers to you, Ben. Hope you're doing well. We have Sugar Kitty Meow. Cheers to you, Sugar Kitty. On a rainy fall night, I'm drinking a Sleeve League Dark Silky. What Jack Wagon could have got me started on that hashtag Glad Influence. That is a good bottle, actually. I have not poured that in a while. I've got that downstairs. I need to revisit that. Maybe I'll do a Silky night. I have 3 of them. Cheers to you, Spanner DTB. I am not sure who that is. Let me know who you are. I'll get this. Eventually, I'll get everybody's names figured out, and I'll recognize the new handles. Cheers, Mr. Mom 310. How are you doing? Everybody saying hi. We have Peter White. Cheers, Peter. How are you doing? I bet you are getting snow already. I've heard that north of here has already got some snow. I'm not ready for it yet. I'm still into my fall phase. I'm not really ready for winter just quite yet. Cheers, Josh Fritz. Good evening. All cheers. It's good to see you. Does Double Barrel Sunday follow Single Barrel Saturday? I wish. Wouldn't that be fun? No, it is. I'll talk about what it actually is. So, and we have Amy O'Byrne. Cheers, Amy. Yellow Spot in the glass. O'Byrne's Irish Pub. How are you doing? If you like Yellow Spot, actually, no, that is Malaga. And I think our first pour is actually Madeira. I have to look. Pretty sure it's Madeira, though. Yeah, it's Madeira. So that would be more like Blue Spot, which is why I got this one. Snow is life. Yeah, I actually said this year that I'm going to invest in. They have them on Amazon, and they have these like adult size and weight appropriate inflatable snow tubes. And we have a killer hill out my backyard. So I swore, like, this year, I'm going to, at next big snow day, I'm going to buy one of those. I'm going to take a day off of work. I make some Irish coffees and probably go sledding and hopefully do not end up in the hospital. So I think it'd be fun. It'll be fun. I just got to make sure that I got to keep the dogs out of that area for a while before we do that, for obvious reasons. Snow, full leaves, heavy, heart attack, snow, brutal. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the worst when it's that heavy stuff. That is the worst. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody here. There's James Morgan. Cheers. All in chat. Declan, that's right. That's who that is. Declan. Thank you, Declan. Thank you for stopping in again as usual. It's good to see you. I'm going to get this. That's right. The DB. That's how I'm going to remember at the end there. And Peter has Doc Swenson's Golden Hour Ride, dessert ride. That sounds yummy. That sounds really good. Make a sledding video. I will totally make a sledding video. I will totally do that. Hopefully it does not end up with a trip to the ER. All right. So Single Barrel Saturday we have here in Ohio. And I know every state has single barrel offerings of usually bourbon. Our state does them too throughout the year, but they also do one big day, a Saturday in November. And they have Single Barrel Saturday where they release like a lot of single barrels all at one time. And they usually release like an allocated bottle as like a surprise. So I'm really surprised because it gets leaked everywhere, which I don't especially mind. The list always gets leaked. It got leaked on Reddit last year. It got leaked on Reddit this year, which I think it makes it more fair because honestly, if somebody at a liquor store finds out, they're just going to tell other friends anyway. It's like just an impossible to keep secret. But so we have certain stores that opt in to participate, and there were quite a few of them this year. And you could go to these stores around the state and wait for a chance to buy a single barrel bottle of certain brands. And we've had a lot of good ones in the past. I did a live last year with some of the ones that I had. The Four Roses was really good. That one was gone. The Pursuit Double Oaked was probably one of my top ones. That's been long gone. I drank that one a long time ago. So this year we went and stood in line again. We went very early. So I actually went at 6:00 in the morning. Stores don't open till 9. Went to the store. I was 8th in line, and then we found so the list comes out then at 7 a.m. that actually tells you which of the participating stores. Just so happened the store I was at that we've had really great luck last time, we're there last year, weren't participating. So we instantly had to grab our chairs, run to another store. Luckily, there was another one close by, and I was 16th in line. So crisis averted, and ended up getting some good bourbon that I wanted to go over with you. And I even pulled one of my older ones out here too. So we'll talk about all the brands that they had. Oh, we have enough Redbreast cask strength, and you'll end up making a slutty video going down the stairs, stay vertical. I have got so much cask strength Irish that honestly, it's getting hard. If there are times when I'm like, well, I just want, just a light pour of something. I don't want to go full on cask strength. And I have to look a little. Yeah, it's getting that way. There's so much cask strength Irish out now. It's great. Oh, Mr. Mom sipping clear American Fuji apple sparkling water. That sounds amazing. Just finished making dinner for my crew. Meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and green beans. That sounds so good. That sounds really, really good. You reminded me, it's same mashed potatoes you reminded me of trying. I just got the notice that my grocery store has the Thanksgiving pizza from DiGiorno. So I might take a little look on that one. All right, so there were a lot of different things this year at Single Barrel Saturday. One different thing from last year is this year they also had tequila. So I don't know if anybody knows the Corazon brand of tequila. I did not get any tequila. I'm not a tequila fan in general, but if you were a tequila fan, you could get single barrel bottles of tequila. And they had a few single barrels that were finished in, where is it at? There it is. One of them was finished in an Elmer T. Lee cask, an añejo. They had Reposado that was finished in a Weller CYPB cask. They had another single barrel añejo that was, some of the barrels were finished in Buffalo Trace barrels, and some of them were aged in Sazerac rye barrels. So I thought that was kind of cool that they did that this year. Something a little bit different. They had a bunch of offerings from Willet. I did not get any of those. The stores I was at didn't get any of those. Not that I would buy them anyway. Not a huge Willet fan. The one I have is kind of funky. They had some for Pursuit Spirits. Would have loved to have picked up a Pursuit bottle. Didn't have them at my store. And actually, I sent my husband, and my friend sent her husband to a different store so that they could pick up bottles as well. And unfortunately, they didn't have them there either. So let's see a couple more people popping in here. We have Gandy Road. Cheers, Gandy. Gandy, congratulations on your Patreon win. That is, I didn't get to the story yesterday. That is going out Monday. I hope you enjoy those Dramina cans. Let's see, we have everybody. Make sure. Tequila. Yep. I know. I was surprised. I'd not seen us do single barrel tequila, and it was an odd choice. And ain't even gonna lie, like the last release, because they let you know like every day what the release, another surprise. Hey, we're gonna be having this. Hey, we're gonna be having this. And the last day before the event, and they're like, and we're gonna be having tequila. And of course, the bourbon people really were over that. Yeah, they weren't that excited about but I saw a lot of people buying those tequila bottles. I don't know that many of them are left. So, uh, David Kite, not, and that actually has nothing to do with they were honestly, they've been producing cast strength Irish for a while, and you have to compete in the American market against American spirits. I mean, bourbon people are used to drinking higher proof, so they've been sending over a lot higher proof. That was all long before that. The good thing is you got a lot of cast strength Irish options. I have a ton of them on the shelf. Actually, Ohio just discounted a bunch of them, so you can find a lot of good deals on some Irish whiskey in the state of Ohio right now. Hey, cheers, Dave Vogelsang. How are you doing? So let's make sure I got everybody. Hey, Ken, Scotch Down Under, how are you? How are you doing? It is good to see you. Hope all is well. Cheers, Old Pirate Bourbon. Cheers, friends and community. How are you doing? I'll tell you, I'm going to have this first pour gone before I can even tell you what it is. Make sure I got everybody. All right. So they had a lot of different brands. The first one I got was actually one I would not have picked. My husband grabbed this one, and he did good. I actually do really enjoy it. So this is a Whistle Pig 12-year Old World Rye. I'm not generally a Whistle Pig fan. I've liked some okay, but it's not anything that's really wowed me. This one intrigued me though. So this one is a bespoke blend. Some of them were aged in different kind of casks, and one of them was 75% of this was finished in a Madeira cask, 15% in a Sauterne cask, and 10% in a port cask. So this kind of caught my attention. Madeira is Blue Spot. I enjoy Blue Spot. I like the notes I get off this. This one is really good. It is rich. It's savory. It's got some earthiness to it. I've been enjoying this so far. The proof is a little lower, so it's a good entry. I think it's 43%. It's a little lower than I thought. So I'm liking this one. Oh, did you just turn? Happy birthday! Welcome to the club, Ken. Cheers. Happy birthday. I hope you have a great, great birthday. Everybody, raise your glass for Ken. Hope you're having a great one. Oh, you got to crack the Green Spot 100th last night. Tasty dram. I'm glad you're enjoying that. Happy birthday. So let me know if you guys have had Whistle Pig, what you think of it. Whistle Pig, they do quite a few releases here in Ohio. We typically have periodic single barrel releases from them throughout the year. They did one we picked up last year that was done in conjunction for like football season. They did a couple last year. Like I said, I haven't gravitated towards those, but the finish on this one kind of caught my attention. And this wasn't the only one they did. They also did just a regular, they said it's beyond bonded rye. I guess it was a 100 proof, or looks like. Yeah, it was a 100 proof rye. And then they did another single barrel, piggyback bourbon single barrel. So, but I honestly, of those, this probably would have been the one that I would have picked. Yeah, there are multiple sources to Whistle Pig, so a ton depends on where it comes from, Indiana, Alberta, or Vermont. This one says Canadian. I don't know if it says anything else on it. It says Canadian rye whiskey. Try to see. Yeah, this says product to Canada. So I actually don't know if any of this is U.S. Sugar Kitty. So I'm not seeing Indiana or anything like that. It just says Canada. So this one, I've been enjoying this one. I said lower proof, but I like that the finish on it's really good. The Madeira comes through. I don't know if I get any port on this really, but that Madeira comes through. It's like candy. It's pineapple, apricot. Oh, you've had the 10 and a few picks, mostly the Alberta premium stuff. Yeah, so funny you should say that, Mr. Mom. I actually have had friend of mine used to go after the Boss Hogs, and he sent me a sample of, I think it was 2 of them or 3 of them. And one of them I kind of liked, and the other one was just weird. It was just really bizarre. Canada are probably Alberta, although there is some Ontario on rare occasion. Okay, so this is all Canadian. I like it. It is pretty good. Whistle Pig is all Alberta, unless okay. Yeah, this would be Alberta rye then. Okay. Should have made that 40%. Makes all the difference. Hey, Zenbu, cheers to you. How are you doing? Yeah, that's probably my only thing about this. I wish it was a little bit higher proof, but that's okay. All right, I got my bigger glass here for the second one. So the second one that I decided to pick up, I've seen people comment about this brand, had not tried it. Although honestly, the cask is what really kind of did it for me. It's a unique cask that I had actually only ever tried this finish in Irish before. So I was pretty excited to try this one. This is Dark Arts. And this is finished in Armagnac casks. I've had an Irish finished in an Armagnac cask. I have never had a bourbon finished in an Armagnac cask. I like Armagnac, so this one I was really excited. I actually was kind of this close to getting 2 on this one. This one is 114.36, so 57.18%. I'm not sure of the age on this. I don't think it tells the age on this. Oh, yeah, it does. 8 years and 6 months. Yeah, 8 years and 6 months. So let's pour some of this. I love their bottle. Holy crap. This glass stopper. I mean, you could put somebody's eye out with that thing. That's huge. Again, me, finished bourbon. Love it. Yeah, you like Armagnac over cognac? Yeah, I'm a big Armagnac fan. You just don't find the whiskey finishes that much. The other one I've had was a Dunville's. It was a 20-year-old whiskey. I actually still have a sample of it and the Armagnac over there. So I might have to do a quick little video opening both of those up because I've had them for a little while. And they're just sample bottles, so I don't want to leave them too long. But that was the bottle that Jarlath Watson from Ecklenville opened up when I was on the whiskey tour. So this one, much darker color. Oh, the nose on this. It's like all cherries. Sounds like somebody already read for Christmas. You'll put your eye out. Hey, you asked, and that cork is heavy. I was kind of surprised when it came out of there. I'm like, oh, that's not plastic. That's actually a real glass cork. Oh, is that where Sarah's working? Oh, Kilko, if you talk to Sarah, this Armagnac, this is the cat's pajamas. It's really good. I mean, it's you're getting like raspberries, blackberries, cherries. It's like a real like dark cobbler. I like the taste of it. The cherry still comes through. It has like a real sweet. It's almost like it's like a I don't like it doesn't taste like drink like cherry cobbler. It's more like cake. But there's a nice spice to the end of it as well. So I'm really enjoying the heck out of this one. Oh, hey Debbie, how are you doing? I hope you're staying warm here in this nice cold weather. I was telling everybody it had already, I took the dog out right before I came on, and it already started kind of changing over to sleet and ice outside. So not looking forward to that, but I've had a flight of dark arts, which was maybe 5 to 6 of them. That yak was probably the top one. Is that what it's called, that yak? I really, this was my first dark arts, honestly, and I'm really enjoying it. I think it's really, really nice. All toasty under a blanket. That's where I'm going right after this, I tell you. We've got everything ready. So we got this weekend. I planted. I have little tiny like raised bed garden, not huge. It's probably like 8 by 12, and I still had freaking cherry tomatoes. I planted one plant, and I've got 2 bags in the fridge. I got 3 in the freezer. They're everywhere. And so I finally pulled out the tomato plants and kind of got everything tilled. And we got the hot tub cover all secured and got the grill in the shed and kind of just getting everything ready for winter now, covered the patio furniture. And I'm just not ready. I'm not ready for it. I'm still in fall mode. I'm not quite ready for winter. But this would be an outstanding winter dram. It's got a lot of spice at the end. Not really like bourbon spice, more it kind of gravitates more like Irish baking spice because it's kind of like a spicy cinnamon or spicy clove. It's berry, a lot of vanilla, cherry. I mean, it's a really nice pour. It has a real nice mouthfeel. It goes for a long time. Really enjoying this one from Dark Arts. Let me know what you guys think of Dark Arts. If you think it, because we do have their regular bourbon here, let me know if you think I should pick that up. If you think it's something I would like that. Oh, does Aldi have an Irish cream advent calendar? I might have to check that out. I do know in Ohio now we have Two Stacks Irish cream. So there are certain stores. If you're in the Cincinnati area, I do know Arrow has it. There are several here in Central Ohio that have it. I need to restock because I have to make 6 dozen Irish cream cookies in like 3 weeks. And there's no way the bottle I have is going to last. No way. Oh, yeah, because it's Cognac Armagnac. Okay. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Amberana. I agree with you. Not the worst, not a huge fan of Mizunara, but the toasted Julepe Fleur French oak staves was nice. I would like that. French oak, French chestnut, my 2 favorites. I think they're so good. They're so buttery. They're so spicy. I absolutely love it. I'm going to have to check that out. Hey, cheers, whiskey sensory shenanigans. How are you doing? Good afternoon to all you wonderful whiskey people. All right, so we had just went through the Dark Arts Whiskey House. I have not had this before. This is sourced from Indiana. I did look at the back, and yep. This is a good. I'm a fan of the brand. I tell you, this has been my first one, and so far I'm really liking it. Do we have Cool Swan in the States? We don't. I don't think anyway. We do have 5 farms here, and Two Stacks is by far my favorite. 5 farms is good, but Two Stacks is my favorite. We have the regulars other than Bailey. Yeah, Bailey, you're right, Bailey's. I actually did a video and I need to finish it or redo it. Comparing Bailey's with Two Stacks, and I need to get another one, maybe Kerrygold. But Bailey's is just horrid. After you try the others and try to go back to Bailey's, it has an off taste to it. It has like a chemical kind of taste to it. Hey, Donald Rance, cheers to you. Hope you're doing good. Uh, hey, cheers, Mal Mayer. Cheers, all. It is good to see you. I'm still trying to get used to everybody's names. Oh, you like Cool Swan? I'll have to try that. I'll have to see. I know I could probably get it. I know my friend in New York still gets stuff, things shipped to her. I'll have to see if I can find it and get that over to her. And that way, because she'll be coming through this way before the holidays. Oh, Mike Meyer, cheers to you. How are you doing, Mike? Oh, did I miss Anthony? Ah, there he is, Bourbon Neophyte. Anthony is going live at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Going to be doing a pub live. All right. Let me go to the next one here. So the next one, there were a couple that I did not get. The Pursuit, I told you I didn't get. We had a Boone County that I also could not find that one. Horse Soldier, we did a single cask from Horse Soldier. They did some stuff from Heaven Hill. They did another Elijah Craig private barrel, a Larceny, which I might go out and try to find the Larceny. And they did a Heaven Hill bottled and bond. But unfortunately, that was only up in the Cleveland area, which I was really bummed about because that one I bet it would have been all over. I did not get the Elijah Craig. Last year I picked that one up. Wasn't great. I still have some of it downstairs, and I really don't touch it that often. So didn't get that one. Let me see what else they had here. They had a George Dickel, 15-year George Dickel. They did have a couple Frey Ranch. I know you guys have told me that the Frey Ranch single barrels are the way to go. Regular Frey Ranch, absolutely hated it. Did not like it at all. Sorry, Anthony. I know it's near the Vegas area. I actually had taken it over to our friend's house, and we kind of kept it there. And I was still trying to kill it off when I was over there and drinking it. And I went last time we were over there, he had actually used it to start a bonfire. So, like, well, that was expensive bonfire fuel, but it just was not a Frey Ranch fan at all. Augusta Distillery had a couple. They had a Buckner's 10-year single barrel and an Old Route 8 single barrel cask strength. The Old Route 8, there still were plenty of bottles left at the store I was at. I might grab one of those. Those were up. I don't think they would have sold out on those. Four Roses instantly sold out. I unfortunately did not get a Four Roses. I would have liked to have another one. It was really good last year, but there was some confusion. My husband got this next one that we're going to try instead, which I'm not sorry about because I actually really like these guys as well. The special bottle that really wasn't special that they announced, they always announce like a special allocated one. Last year it was Weller Antique. I passed on it because I'm like, we get Weller Antique here, honestly, on drop day, probably 4 or 5 times a year, at least. So I was okay. I'm like, we still have some Weller Antique. I just passed and I got the Four Roses last year. This year it was Weller 12. I have not tried Weller 12 before. We don't have a bottle of Weller 12. It's not one you see, even here in Ohio, it's not one you see very often. So I went ahead and got the Weller 12. That's downstairs. We'll open it eventually. But so by the time I went back through the line, the Four Roses was gone. So my husband picked this one up for me, and that is Knob Creek cask strength. So the one last year was not bad. I've had better Knob Creek picks. But this one wasn't bad. This one is 126.3 proof. It is, let me see how old this thing is. Oh, where's that? 126.3. Oh, they just tell you the barrel date. 12/14/2015. So it's 9 years, not quite 10 years old. Okay. And 126.3 proof. I like Knob Creek. I've had some picks, I at one point I had not had a bad Knob Creek pick. And I think it was Adriana that said, "Oh yeah, there are some not great ones out there, but there's some that are better than others." And the one last year, it was all right. I mean, it wasn't my favorite, but it was decent. And I always try to grab the Knob Creek picks. The one still, the Melissa's pick that I got in the Livewire Secret Santa, still probably my favorite one so far of all of them. Oh, you've had a couple really, you like the Knob Creek picks. You've had a couple really crazy cherry notes on them. Beam with cherry. This one, I really haven't gotten into this one yet. I opened it. I hadn't tried it. I did open it ahead of time because you guys know the wax that's on a freaking Knob Creek. I didn't want to be sitting here struggling and not be able to open the freaking bottle because there was so much wax on the tear thing. So Knob Creeks is like, that's the one downside. Sometimes those things, they just it will not open. This one I'm not really getting cherry. I don't get as much peanut as some of them. It's got more caramel. That's weird. There is a little bit of peanut, but it's not like crazy peanut. It's more caramel. And that's the new improved wax on, wax off. I didn't know they changed the wax, to be honest. If they changed the wax, I think that was a wise choice. Because some of those, oh, it was that and the Cologne bottles, honestly. Cologne also changed up their wax because some of those bottles, I mean, I would just get like a steak knife and be hacking into the side of it, trying to get the wax off enough that I could twist the cork out. Some of the first ones, so these first few, it's the wax is just hacked to pieces. Yeah, this one's got there's a nice little spice in there too. I wonder what the rye is in here. It's got a nice little spice on it. A lot of vanilla and a lot of caramel. A lot of caramel. All right. Ooh, that is yummy. That is almost kind of effervescent like soda, like root beer. Well, more like cola. There's some chocolate on that. I've not had a Knob Creek with chocolate. A price on this one. So for this one was only $60 for the single barrel, which for a freaking bourbon that's 126, I think that's a pretty good deal. That's another reason why I like the Knob Creeks. They tend to be, I mean, the private barrels tend to be pretty reasonable price. But that one is like, I'm getting chocolate and vanilla, and it's like a cherry Coke. That is wild. That's a good one. So I like that one. That is a good one. That's a good one. Oh, 13% rye. Thank you. That's where that little bit of spice is coming from, is that rye. Because it does kind of taste a little bit at the end like a rye. Which I'm a big rye fan in general. KC pick should not be over 65. Well, and unfortunately, well, no, it is. It's 60. Often around 55, yeah. Yeah, they're just a really good deal. I mean, for the quality, I think for the quality of whiskey, they're consistently pretty good. You're getting a higher proof. I think they're a good buy. And so I usually end up going to those. Funny thing, I wanted the Four Roses, and my friend wanted the Knob Creek, and her husband bought a Four Roses, and my husband bought a Knob Creek. So we'll share. They'll get to try everything. So this year, I did, like I said, I didn't go as crazy as I did last year. I think last year I ended up with like 6 or 8 bottles. This year, they had more stores participating, so there were less bottles per store. So after I'd gone through twice and get to go back through, if I'd have gone back through a third time, I'm not sure how much actually would have been left. I think the Route 8 was left. I kind of looked at the list, and if I want, one of the others, like a larceny or something like that, I know where I can go and see if they still have some, which I might do that and see if they still have the larceny available. I know the Four Roses is gone. So basically everybody gets in line. Everybody was getting the freaking Weller. They had 3 cases of the Weller 12, and every single person up to 36 took one. I know I would love to tell you they will all be opened. I saw quite a few that I believe will be flipped. Ours will be opened. So after that, consistently whatever that bottle is goes first, but then the next one is always the Four Roses. Everybody always goes after the Four Roses. The one last year was really, really good. So that was the second bottle that went, and then you usually have like the Knob Creek is usually the next one that'll go. So I was going to go back through a third time. I didn't. The other thing I did pick up to, and I probably might do a review on, is the new Crown Royal chocolate, because they had it right near the cashier, and my husband we have every other flavor of Crown Royal. And of course, the lady there saying how good it was, which I should have known, because the liquor store people usually liquor store people, they don't usually know a heck of a lot about what they're talking about. It's not bad. It's okay. So I'll probably do a review. I want to also try mixing them with other of the Crown Royal and see if that makes a big difference. I want to see if it does. I tell you, I'm thinking that the Dark Arts is my favorite from this year. But this Knob Creek is really good. I'm going to go back to this Dark Arts. Yeah, that is really good. Yeah, I think that's my favorite. It's really, really good. Like I said, Armagnac is not a common finish, and I love that their Dark Arts is exploring with the finishing. I think Bourbon, I've told you guys, I think Irish is way easier to finish than Bourbon. Bourbon can be tough to hit that sweet spot between not being able to even tell it's finished or over finishing it to the point that it's just not good and all you taste is finished. You don't taste that bourbon. I will say Sarah and Dark Arts, they hit the sweet spot. This one is really good. They seem to have the finishing game down. So I'm kind of anxious and curious to try other things. They did what was the other one that I wanted? Calvados. They did a Calvados finish too. And I saw a couple stores that still had it. I might go out and grab that one because that does sound really good too. Mix a couple of Crown together, and here I thought Scary Halloween was over. If blackberry's not that good and chocolate's not that good, maybe together they'll be good. I don't know. The caramel is good, so maybe it'll be good with the caramel. We're gonna try. We're gonna get crazy with it. We're gonna try. So I wanted to bring out one of the ones I got last year and see how the single barrel picks from this year compared to the one that I had from last year. So I pulled out the one that actually do have some left, and I absolutely loved it because I was invited to do this pick for one reason, and it is the Nulu Maple Brulee. This one is 58.59%. Oh, you want to get some espresso bitters, make it old fashioned with the chocolate crown. That sounds really good. I also think it would be really good in an espresso martini. Oh, hey, Bourbon School. Cheers to you. How are you doing? Or drinking bourbon tonight? Crown shampoo. I did not see that. Yeah, I have a bottle of chocolate Crown. We're gonna mix it. I might try the espresso martini with that. That actually does sound kind of good. I think that would work. So I'm going to compare this Nulu Maple Brulee to the Dark Arts because that's also a finish. They did not do any Nulu picks this year. They did some over the summer, they had some Nulu picks. I think everybody's maybe kind of Nulu'd out. They did some new brands this year. I would like to see a little more. I wish that they'd have done maybe, maybe a high bank, uh, or a Middle West, something local, but specifically for Single Barrel Saturday. So who knows? Maybe next year. We'll see. Like I said, the tequila was a surprise, and even more surprised is that it sold. So there's the guy where Dark Arts came from. Oh, I have a maple brulee finished rye from a local distillery. Kind of weird. I had not even heard of maple brulee finished whiskey before this. But it's so good. So on the nose, it is spicy, but you do get that maple coming through big time. And there is this, I mean, it's just, even you can smell kind of the sweetness. You can definitely tell a little bit of a color difference. The maple is quite a bit darker than the Armagnac. And I don't know the makeup of the bourbon. I don't know the mash bill. I don't think they even told us the mash bill. Nope. Did not at all. Other than they are both Indiana. So they're kind of similar in that regard. That they're both MGP. Hey, CA Scotty, how are you doing? It's good to see you. Drive safe. There's a local store that did 20 Nulu picks years ago. Most of them still sitting on the shelf. Yeah, some of the Nulu picks I think get a little high in price, and I think that puts people off. I like that they are willing to do experimental things, like a maple brulee finish, which is probably why I gravitate towards dark arts as well. Like I said, I like finished bourbon. But you're right. I think they came on so strong that a lot of stuff's just still sitting there. But I mean, you definitely smell the maple on this. It's almost got like a root beer nose too. So it's definitely got some anise in it as well. It's like those little, it reminds me of the little creamy maple candies that you get, like the ones, I think I had them in Canada because it was shaped like a little leaf and it was like a maple syrup candy. That's what it reminds me of, with just a little bit of spice. This one, I'm going to have to finish this because this is a year-old open. So I definitely probably won't last through the holidays. Nulu should be the 75-21-4 mash bill. I don't think they really use the 60-36-4, which would be the other choice. You would likely know if they did. I think yeah, that sounds about right. Like I said, it's been a year since then, so. Yes, so Peter, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's exactly what this tastes like. It's those little maple candies with just like a hint of baking spice at the end. That's so good. So this one is 58%, and the Dark Arts is 57%. So they're very close. Let me cleanse here because that is kind of a heavier finish. All right, so let me go back to the Armagnac. And it's like berries and cream now. I'm getting more cream than I got before. Yeah, it's a lot more berry and cream. It's like cherry cream now. That's crazy. A lot more cream on that. That's really good too. A lot of it's sweet, a lot of vanilla, a lot of berry, almost as much cherry, but that is real. I don't know if I could pick between those 2, to be honest. They're both really, really good. So this has become kind of an annual thing now, for our friends and I to do, is and I swore I never do this, but I get the fun now of going out to the Bourbon line and getting in line. And it ended up being it was fun. I mean, we just sit there and talk with our friend who's my friend who goes with me every year. And you're tired by the end of it. I'd made a coffee, took my own coffee with me. You all know there was 2 stacks Irish whiskey in the coffee. So as soon as we got there, I was already, I was enjoying myself at that point. Although the coffee ran out and they had a Starbucks in the store, but I was out of whiskey to put in it. But it's become kind of an annual thing to where we have a lot of fun doing it. You get up early in the morning, you're home. The second we got home, I actually did crack open the Whistle Pig. We had a pour of that, and immediately I took a nap before the football game started. But it's become kind of an annual thing. I don't go out in the bourbon lines super often, maybe once every 6 months, once every 4 months. Just depends on what's dropping. But it's kind of become fun. It's become fun. For Irish, I do have a couple bottles coming. One I'm going to be super excited to share with you guys. And that was a special charity bottle that I contributed to a couple years ago, actually. And it was for a cask at 2 Stacks. And this is a historic mash bill with 2 Stacks and Bourbon Distillery. So Bourbon had the mash bill. They distilled it. 2 Stacks has been aging it and finishing it. They had, I know it was finished partly in the cask that held Mickle. So it's got a slight peated note to it. But the cool thing about the mash bill, it is 100% rye, 100% Irish rye. The finish then was done, or maybe it was the cask that held the Mickle, but it is a Wild Turkey rye cask. I freaking love rye. So it's a rye whiskey finished in a rye cask. So I am super excited about this. Like I said, I contributed, it's been a couple years ago, and signed the cask. Actually, a acquaintance of mine in Ireland signed the cask on my behalf. I actually got to see the cask with my name on it, and I got a picture of it when I was there in a year ago. So if you go to the video the short that I posted from 2 Stacks, you will see a picture of the cask with my name on it. So that has finally been bottled. And my friend is holding that for me in New York. She's going to be bringing it to my house. Super excited to review that, get the word out. Unfortunately, yeah, there weren't a lot. It sold out. It's for charity. But I'm really excited. I'll definitely be doing a Patreon giveaway with a sample of that. So excited to try this one. The other bottle I have coming is another release from the Liberator brand that I'm kind of a big fan of. They did a double port whiskey or single grain whiskey, and it has been finished. I think it's finished in port too, but it also has been finished in a Catoctin rye cask. Again, love rye. So I'm really excited about that one. I've got that one coming. And I'm going to have to do a review of that. That is going to be so good. You found it for Colin today. Which for Colin did you find, Anthony? Which for Colin? If it is the 15-year, buy it all day long. Yeah, I'm a rye fan. Good spice for Christmas. I agree. Yeah. My friend's husband is from Ohio, so they come through here every year. So I'm excited to try that one. So I have been talking, and we're trying to pick a date for the maker of Accord Stone Irish whiskey. And I'm still working with them to get a date. They're going to come on and talk about their whiskey that is available in the US actively. And I know at least part of it is sourced from Cooley. And I've had it. It's quite good. It's a budget entry whiskey, kind of the budget to mid-range, and it's a good bottle. I will say it's a good bottle. So I was excited to talk to them and to get them to come on. The other person I'm talking to, which I might do a Christmas special kind of thing again, is Andrew Healy, who is representing Two Stacks here in the US. So we might have a Two Stacks Christmas, do some fun things with Two Stacks, probably some Irish cream involved in that. So I'm really excited for that. I'm already working on a plan for St. Patrick's Day. So a lot of good stuff coming up. Hope you guys had fun. Try more state picks. Let me know if the state picks, what the comment, and let me know what the state picks are in your state. Are they any good? Ohio does pretty good. I know one of the people who attend the picks regularly is Andemic from OHLQ. She is on the Ascot committee for Fred Minnick, so she obviously knows what she's talking about. And like I said, the tequila was, I didn't try any of the tequila, but so far I've liked the ones that we picked. We picked good. They were good. I liked them. No, not that good. It might be the Forcullen Falls. Forcullen Falls I actually do like as well. That's a budget pour. I liked that. That's one of the things. I need to do another budget pour. I'm going to do a budget pour live, because I do think that is an important category that you need to revisit frequently, because there's so many entries into the budget category, and some of them are good, some of them aren't. But there's a lot. There's a good variety of budget pours. And Forcullen Falls was one I liked. All right. I'm going to wrap up, guys. We're going to get done just a little early. I didn't buy a lot this year. Make sure at 7 o'clock. Yes, it's a shelfer. Okay. Yeah, it's probably Forcullen Falls. And depending on the price, it's a good pour. If you're just looking for an 80 proofer, it's a good pour. Make sure at 7 o'clock, you guys check out Kilco Whiskey Musings. Tell him I sent you. He is going to be having a good stream tonight. 7:30, check out this man right here, Bourbon Neophyte. He is going to be going live at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. I will see you all next week. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Sugar Kitty. Yeah, make sure you guys check out Kilco's stream coming up. He's raising money for a really good cause. And yeah, there you go. And Anthony, drop your link in here. I'll stay alive for a couple more minutes. Go ahead and drop your link in here too. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Mom. I don't do bourbon often, but this is the one time a year that I jump on the bourbon bandwagon along with everybody. There's some good stuff out there. All right. So make sure you guys check out Kilco. Check out Anthony tonight. I will see you guys all in another week. Everybody enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of your night. Enjoy the rest of your week. Stay warm, and I'll see you next time. Sláinte.